Hiking Twin Peaks in the Angeles National Forest. Parking off of Angeles Crest Highway is at the entrance to Buckhorn Campground, which is 5.8 miles west of Islip Saddle. The hike utilizes the Mount Waterman Trail and the Twin Peaks Trail. The difficulty rating for the hike is strenuous. The hike begins. Suddenly, the camera lens got smudged as I merged with the Mount Waterman Trail. These things happen sometimes when shooting video. The camera remained smudged for the next 3 miles. The trail dropped to Twin Peaks Saddle, and then started climbing to the peaks before I ever thought of wiping the lens. Then, with the lens wiped clean, I started ascending from Twin Peaks Saddle. It is also a steep one leading up to Twin Peaks East. The trail gets a bit faint in spots. Reaching the upper saddle between Twin Peaks East and the ridge. Going the rest of the way up Twin Peaks East. Approaching the summit. On the summit of Twin Peaks East. The Summit 360. Elevation, 7,761 feet. Moving on to the next peak. The next target is Twin Peaks West. Getting a clear view of Twin Peaks West while descending to the saddle between the peaks. Use trails led past the upper saddle and along the ridge. Passing a bump on the ridge. The peak slowly gets closer. Approaching the summit. Looking back at Twin Peaks East. Closing in on the mountaintop. Reaching a false summit. The true summit is just beyond. Negotiating the summit boulders. On the summit of Twin Peaks West. Elevation, 7,596 feet. The summit register. And then, it was time to descend. Finding the route of least resistance before reconnecting with the Twin Peaks Trail. Descending on the Twin Peaks Trail. Beginning the 1,000-foot climb up the south slope of Mount Waterman. Reaching the Twin Peaks Trail Junction. Still 3 miles to go. One last look at Twin Peaks. Returning to the trail junction from Mount Waterman. I could make a left to visit Mount Waterman, but I will do that on a different hike plan. Going right to return to the parking area. Meanwhile, the lens got smudged again. Instead of concluding with blurry footage, I put together a video short to summarize the hike. Looking at the 2 peaks I targeted on the hike. The taller one was Twin Peaks East. I also visited the lower Twin Peaks West. Mission accomplished. Here's a chance to visit 2 off-the-beaten-path peaks in one hike. Hopefully you have better luck in wiping the sweat off your lenses.